TFO 2026, this week's top 3 stories, brought to you by your country cousin, Clyde Farmatell.
Gather around, you grease monkeys and button mashers. It's your favorite kinfolk, Clyde Farmatell, coming at you live from Roger's basement. Now, I know what you're thinking. Clyde, you look like you just went 15 rounds of the sourdough starter. And you'd be right. But I'm a previous TOL champion, baby. I tasted gold. Even at the last time I was in a ring, the promoter told me to job like the other guy was Hulk Hogan by hitting the mat in 3 minutes. I call that strategy. But anyway, we got news, big news, Viking. TFO's 14th season is kicked off with Week 1 action, so pull up a stump and listen to the TFO 2026 Week 1 top 3 stories of the week. Wee-wee. Top story number 1, TFO 7-day slate of destruction. Listen here. If you got a job or a wife, you might as well tell them goodbye right now, because TFO is taking over the whole damn week. We got commentary games running every single day except Monday, because Monday is for recovering from the shine and looking at that leaderboard and seeing who's the daddy. Here is your weekly breakdown. Tuesday night Brodown. We kick things off with the brothers, Brian of the Second Amendment and Seth of the Millionaire Scumbags. Nothing says family fun like two fellas yelling at pixels while trying not to bring up what happened at Thanksgiving '98. Ooh-wee. Wednesday, what the? Striker's going full-time, boys. He's bringing the what the F every single week now. It's like a car wreck. You can't look away, and it smells like burnt rubber and greatness. Thursday night football, that's the grandpappy of them all. Season 14, baby. TFO Commissioner Raj and the Masked Man, King Zavrel of the Brouhaha Monkeys, are doing live doubleheaders every week. Thursday night football is celebrating its 14th season, the longest running TFO show ever. That's longer than all my marriages combined. Friday Night Federal, we're going to the Federal 110 West Federal, Youngstown, Ohio. I once got kicked out of there for trying to leg drop a hamburger, but JVM and Nicholas Poppy Chulo Matthews are going to be calling the shots. Watch out for Poppy. He's a mind-F champion, which I think is some kind of fancy brain wrestling. Saturday mornings, wake up and smell the bacon. The only two-time Mike the Measuring Stick Petrosic is taking the mic. They call him the Measuring Stick because everyone else just doesn't quite reach his height. Or maybe he's good at math. I don't really know. Saturday nights, we're going down in the dungeon with the current TFO King, Tim the Body Henriquez. Tim, buddy, you call yourself the Body. But I seen you in a singlet, and I must say, you are the peak of physique. Woo! Sunday night breakdown, the Sunday night Tecmo. Rusty is back, and you, special, yelling, screaming, he does it all, and commentary. He's not just calling the action, he's even breaking down the week before the finale. I trust this man, especially when we drink. And Mondays we look at the wreckage, lick our wounds, and prep for the next games. 17 weeks. Teams do get one bye. But I just call that nap time, so. Are you ready for some Tecmo? I said, are you ready? Get your beer cold and bacon crispy, because it's going to be a wild ride. Woo-wee. Top story number 2, breakfast is back. Hold on to your riches, because the cereal wars are back, baby. Now, I ain't talking about that rabbit chasing colored balls or that leprechaun hiding his marshmallows in a stump, though you can find those on the Munchin mascots. I'm talking about the return of mini cereal. Back in 2016, Nick Dean, the head honcho of the Stellar Offenders and now owner of legendary JDF, he decided he was tired of seeing Chris McLeish and his Defenderos on every breakfast table in the country. So he cooked up meanies. It's the cereal for the bad guys, the rule breakers, and the fellas who don't mind a little dirt in their milk. Back in my wrestling days, I tried to get my own cereal called Clyde's Crunch-A-Lots, but the health inspector said sawdust ain't a grain. Joke's on him, I still got all my teeth. Well, most of them. Well, anyway, this return kicks off Meanie's 10-year anniversary, and for week 1, Meanies went big. I'm talking Green Ranger big. The week 1 cover athlete is none other than the late great quarterback legendary JDF from the legendary JDF. Now that's a man who knows how to handle a scrap. He was a martial artist master, a Power Ranger, and a professional fighter. They're calling it the Foundation Edition. Breakfast of Fighters. It's meant for the elite, the champions. Well, here's the kicker, folks. Week 2 is a total mystery. Who's going to be gracing the front of that meanie box next week? Is it going to be another legend? Is it going to be a TFO owner who thinks they're hot snot? Woo-wee. That's the sound of power, baby. You got to stay tuned to find out who's taking over the cereal next week. Personally, I hope it tastes like freedom and light beer. And the top story this week, Vaughn or Vought, a corporate smackdown. Ooh-wee. Hold on to your hats, because we got ourselves a high-stake corporate takeover. This ain't no backyard wrestling match for a case of light beer. This is a battle for the very soul of a dynasty. So here's the skinny. We all know Vought International, owned by the processed Bobby Lesher. These boys ain't just good, they're legendary, and I don't use that word lightly unless I'm talking about my own leg drop from the top of a tractor in '81. Bobby's crew did the impossible. They went undefeated in season 12. Then, just to show off, they went undefeated again in season 13. That's more wins than I had at wrestling matches in my 40-year career. I usually lock my count out because I smelled a funnel cake in the lobby, but these boys, they're the real deal. But now, rumor has it, Vince Vaughn, yeah, tall, funny fella from the movies, thinks he's a super comedian and wants to buy his way into TFO and onto a super team. He's trying to turn Vought into Vaughn International. It's a corporate hijack. So for week 1, Vought International was rebranded Vaughn International. Now listen to this tragedy. Under this new Vaughn branding, the team went into week 1 with all the hype of a monster truck rally, and then they lost to the Hertz Donut in the opener. That's the first season loss in the history of the franchise. Ooh-wee. The streak is broken. But Bobby Lesher, he's a smart cookie. He says that loss doesn't even count. He claims the branding is cursed and expects to have the Vought name back by week 3. But that leaves week 2 wide open. Vince Vaughn has 7 days to finish his move, sign the papers, and make cast the team in a romantic comedy about dodgeball or wedding crashing. If I was Bobby, I'd be looking over my shoulder for a guy in a tailored suit trying to trade a movie deal for a Tecmo franchise. Will Bobby get his team back? Will Vince Vaughn start calling plays based on punchlines? All I know is, if they need a mediator, I'm available for a price of 12-pack and a side of bacon. Get ready for week 2, TFO. It's going to be wilder than a raccoon in a trash compactor. Ooh-wee.